Hi guys, happy Sunday. It is the 10th of May and it's about 5 o'clock at night and I am just standing outside. I decided to come out and get some fresh air. As you can see, it's kind of a gray day today. I've got my coat on and my sweater underneath. It's about 4 degrees right now. It's a little chilly, but yeah, I thought I'd come outside and start the vlog. I don't think I've really ever done an outside clip before, so that's kind of fun. So yeah, I don't know, I've been doing a lot of thinking this afternoon about the channel and kind of what direction what kind of videos I want to do and stuff like that. And you guys know I thrive on repetitiveness in a way. I like doing like the same type of videos. I love doing these vlogs. They're so easy for me to be able to pick up the camera and talk to you guys to do my kind of weekly update. But I think what I'm going to try this week is I'm only going to, and I know I tried it a couple weeks, like for a couple weeks in a row, and it seemed to work out, oops, sorry for my thumb. It seemed to work out really, really well. So I think I'm going to keep trying to do it. And that is just updating you guys when I finished a book. So it's more of like a vlog style wrap up as opposed to just like a typical wrap up. So yeah, so that's my game plan for that. The other thing, which you guys will have already seen, and I'll go into a little discussion about it when I actually do that video, is I think I'm going to do away with the Friday knit nights. I know some of you really enjoy them, and I love that you guys like them, but I don't want people coming to my channel thinking like this is a knitting channel, because it's not. This is books, you know. Knitting just happens to be another hobby that I have. So I'm going to go back to doing Friday reads. I really, really like Friday reads, and yeah, I know I do like the vlogs, and the whole reason I stopped doing them was because I was doing the vlogs. I didn't want overkill. But if I'm only doing wrap-up style vlogs, then there's nothing wrong with doing Friday reads. And I'll kind of do those Friday reads like I used to do, where, you know, I get a little chatty about what happened during the week, and, maybe talk about some of the knitting stuff. We shall see. But yeah, that's kind of the game plan. But yeah, so the orange car behind, that's mine. Yeah, I drive an orange car. So yeah, I was trying to film this, and so like you guys didn't see any street signs or anything at all like that. But yeah, so I don't know, the lighting out here is really good. But yeah, so I'm super kind of excited about it. I'm still trying to get my bearings being at the new place and filming and stuff. Like, the way I was thinking about it is that all of my YouTube career, if you want to call it that, has been at the apartment. And it was just Garrett and I. And Garrett knew I did this. And my mom knows I do this too. But it's still weird to me to be recording in front of anybody other than just my husband. Like, he knows, and he knows he needs to, be quiet and blah, blah, blah. And I know one of my clips I was trying to do in the last vlog, I started filming and my mom's hollering at me up the stairs asking me something. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, I'm trying to get my bearings, and plus the fact that we don't really have the room set up just yet for all my books and stuff. I've got that to do this week. But anyway, I just wanted to come in here with just a quick little introduction clip. Like I said, you guys will see the Friday reads before you see this. But I hope that you kind of like it. And I'm putting a call out now because I'd really, really like to start doing a lot more recommendations videos for you guys. And I know I put the call out in the last vlog, but I thought I'd put it out at the beginning of this one in case some people don't watch all the way till the end. Whatever recommendation videos you guys would like to see, please do let me know. Are there any specific tropes you want to see? Any author recommendations, like author spotlight type videos? I'd love to get back into doing those again. That would be a super bit of fun. But let me know. Not that I am gearing my channel, like, I want to do what I want to do, but I would like some suggestions from you guys, because I think that would be great. But anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys when I finish a book. Talk to you later. Bye. Hi guys, happy Monday. It is the 11th of May and it's about 6 o'clock at night. And Mr. Gordon and I are coming to you for a reading update because I finished a book today. Today I finished reading Under an Alaskan Sky by Jennifer Snow. This is the second book in the Wild River series. I read the first book at the tail end of last year. It was a holiday themed book. This one was also a NetGalley read, so can you guys hear him purring? He's so loud. And it was really enjoyable. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. So this is now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to put a book cover. I'll try and fit one just above Mr. Gorin. Because I don't want to cover him. He's just too cute. Look at him. So anyway, this is the story of Cassie and Tank, and they have been friends for years, many, many years. They consider each other their best friend, and they Cassie owns like an urban, not an urban, but like a wilderness trek tour business where she takes people out like skiing and snowmobiling and camping in the winter. And Tank owns a local bar called the Drunk Tank, of all things. So the premise of this story, it is a friends to lovers story, is that the two of them have kind of been dancing around each other for years and years. Like it's not like a oh no we're too good of friends. It's that he was badly burned and she's kind of been waiting for him kind of an idea. He had a girlfriend and she actually was an adrenaline junkie and she would cliff dive. And they met when she came to Alaska and they had a fling and resulted in a daughter. So, anyway, sorry, I'm just switching hands here for the camera. So anyway, she, when the daughter was 2 months old, she was cliff diving again, the first one since her daughter had been born, and had a horrible accident and resulted in a brain injury. So the ex-girlfriend's name is Montana. So Montana has been gone for about 10 years. Some stuff happened, and just after her accident, and she ended up going back to Colorado, which is where she's from, to get treatment for this head injury. So now she's back in town, and she's kind of causing a bit of a commotion, if you will. She's kind of really inserting herself back in her daughter's life, which the daughter loves, but now the daughter's trying to get her and her dad together, but he's just started a relationship with Cassie. So it's like a whole thing. And then there's this big conglomerate, big box type store that's like an outdoor adventure type store that is literally moved in across the street from Cassie's business. So that's being dealt with as well. I really like this one. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. My only thing that I didn't like was that I found it was too much adult content. Like it seemed like once it started, it was like every chapter, every other chapter. It was just a little bit much for me. And I just felt like it not takes away from the story, but I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's fine. But I don't need complete detailed scenes every single time. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but other than that, it was an enjoyable story. I did listen to it on audio and I liked the narration quite a bit. So yeah, so that is my first book of the week, you guys. That puts me at 9 books done for the month, and I am trying to do a book a day in May. So I'm 2 behind, but I'm hoping to catch up over the next few days. So anyway, Gordon and I are going to sign off for the night. We will talk to you later. Bye, guys. Hi, friends. It is the 13th of May. It's Wednesday, and it's just after 8 at night, and I am sitting in the living room at my mom's, or at our place. I keep wanting to refer to it as my mom's, but now down in her living room area. Our couch gets delivered in another week, a little over a week, and then I'll have the upstairs area where I'll be able to sit, which is great. Not that I mind sitting down here at all, but it'll be nice to have our own space. So, yeah, but right now I'm downstairs, and Garrett's up having a shower, and my mom's already gone to bed. She goes to bed relatively early, and she likes to listen to her audiobook. So, yeah, so I just thought I would come on here and give you guys an update, a reading update for the last couple days, because I didn't check in yesterday. Well, I did finish a book yesterday, but I didn't, oh, whoops, dropping my glasses, but I didn't, you know, come on to update you guys. So, anyway, little quick life update, I guess. I was contacted yesterday about a potential job. I think I talked to you guys about this in my last vlog, that I had to do an assessment. Well, the company called me back, and I spoke to the guy on the phone yesterday for about 25 minutes, and so we kind of did a phone interview, and he wanted to put me through to the next round, which today, this morning, I had a video interview. So it lasted about 45 minutes long, and I talked with 2 people, and they threw a scenario at me that they actually told me about ahead of time. Like when the guy sent me the email for the link to, here's how to get onto this video meeting, he said, this is the scenario they're going to give to you, so go on the website for our products and research and blah, blah, blah. And I got constructive criticism back from them. They were very pleased with it. Like they said, obviously I didn't know everything, but that's what training is for. So anyway, they said I would know something in the next 72 hours. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So I should know something before the end of this vlog, which is great. I'm excited because I really like the job, but I'm not going to panic if I don't get it, because there will be, you know, other things we're not in a panic kind of scenario right now, so everything is good, financially and all that stuff. We're fine. So anyway, so that's really about it. But let me update you guys on the 2 books that I finished. I finished a book yesterday and I finished a book today. So yesterday I finished reading, oh my gosh, Her Seafaring Scoundrel by Sophie Barnes. This is the 3rd book in the Crawford series, and this was a NetGalley read, so thank you very much to the publisher and to NetGalley for sending me an e-arc of this to review. This was independently published, I believe, by the author. And like I said, it's 3rd in the series, and the series, it's a historical romance series, if you couldn't tell that from the cover. And it's based around 3 brothers, so I believe it's a trilogy, so this is the last one, and I have not read the first 2, but I want to go back and read the first 2 now, because this was very, very well written. I gave this one 4 stars. It is, I'm going to completely draw a blank. It's about a woman named Cassie, and I cannot remember his name. I feel so bad about that. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Her name is Cassie, and he is a sea captain. He comes from the gentry, or comes from, you know, a well-to-do family, but has decided to actually work for a living, and he sails on these ships for 10 months of the year, and he does trading with, you know, like with China, or, you know, the Middle East, and things like that, India and stuff like that. And so he's gone for long periods of time, and he never wanted to get married and have kids because this was his life. Cassandra, she was engaged to be married 10 years earlier. 10 years? And the night before her wedding, it was a love match, and the night before her wedding, her and her betrothed decided to consummate the relationship a day early. And, you know, they figured, who's going to find out? How's, you know, anybody going to find out that this happened? So they did that, and then the next day, her fiance was killed in a carriage accident on the way to the church. And of course, she was pregnant from the night before, so she ended up having this daughter essentially out of wedlock. And her parents pretty much are like, you're on your own, you know, kind of an idea. So she's been raising this daughter, and she's been, you know, like, they help her, but they don't want to really acknowledge her, kind of an idea. So one night at the beginning of the story, they're at this party, and this woman makes a comment about Cassandra. And our male lead gets very upset and says, well, you cannot talk about that. You cannot talk about my fiance that way. And, you know, he was trying to stand up for her and be like, you know, because this one was pretty much saying, well, who's going to want this woman? She's a scorned, you know, she's damaged goods, essentially. And he's like, well, I do. I'm going to marry her, kind of an idea. So the 2 of them end up getting married. So that happens fairly early in the book. And then a good chunk of the book, which I really enjoyed, took place of all of them on this ship sailing to all these different places to do his job, and it was delightful. I really, really loved it. I thought it was really well written and super cute. The daughter, Cassandra's daughter, Penelope, is delightful. She is so cute. And yeah, I really, really like this one. If you like historical romance, I recommend you give Sophie Barnes a try. The book was delightful. Like I said, it's the third in a series, so maybe go back and read the first 2. But because this one takes place, a lot of it outside of London, you're not missing a lot of what's kind of happening. You do see where the first 2 couples end up, but again, as I always say, you know from page 1 that the couples can end up together. It's always the journey. The second book that I finished today, I finished yesterday. The book that I finished today was This Is How I Lied by Heather Gudenkauf. Oh my gosh. This was another NetGalley read. So again, thank you to the publisher and to the author. The publisher, the author, and of course NetGalley for sending me an e-arc copy of this one. I did get the e-arc, but I did end up using a credit with Audible, and I listened to it on audio, and it was so good on audio. The narration on it was fantastic. I believe it was Brittany Presley did the narration on this one. This book was actually released yesterday on Tuesday, on the 12th, because today is the 13th. And if you've never read Heather Gudenkauf before, I highly recommend that you pick up her books. I've read, I think, 4 or 5 of her books, and I've not been disappointed. I know Chloe over at Always Booked loves her stuff as well. So I cannot really talk too much about the plot of this one because it's a thriller mystery. So it is one that is kind of told in a dual timeline where you're getting now what's happening. Actually, it's the summer of 2020. And it's about a woman named Maggie, and she is a police officer in this very small town. And 25 years earlier, her best friend was killed. And essentially what it is they're trying to, at the beginning of the book, they find her shoe or something like that, the friend's shoe in this cave, and they have new evidence essentially. So the case is being reopened because it had become a cold case. And Maggie, being on the police force, is like, I want to take the case. So the entire novel is kind of told with what's happening right now, and it goes back 25 years ago, taking place over, I believe, the entire single day of Eve, which was the friend, of her death, and leading up to her death and how it eventually panned out and what actually happened to her. You're thrown a lot of suspects in the book, and as you're reading, at least for me, I was like, oh, it's got to be that person. Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's this person. You know what I mean? It was really, really good, and I highly recommend it. Yeah, I gave it 4.5 stars. It was fantastic. So if you are in the mood for a good thriller, I highly recommend. So anyway, guys, that is it that I have for today. I do plan on starting and finishing a book tomorrow. It's a very short audiobook for a Blaze novel from Harlequin. And so I will try and get back on tomorrow and update you guys with my review on that one. But I will talk to you then. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Happy Saturday. It is the 16th of May, and it is about 5 o'clock at night. So I have not touched base with you guys in days. I apologize. It's just kind of been a little bit all over the place. I'm sitting in a different location. I was really hoping to sit at the table underneath the window, but the sun coming in through the vertical blinds is making some really weird sun shapes and stuff. So I'm like, no. So I'm over in a corner here. This is actually the corner that my bookcases are going to go. So this will be where I'm sitting, but there's going to be bookcases here instead of this. This is actually going to be sitting up across the room. Our TV is going to sit on top of it. All my tea is going to go inside. So yeah, the movers come next Saturday morning. So by this time next Saturday, or next in a week, all this will be done. Everything will be here. The bookshelves will probably be empty, but I'm actually looking forward to putting them all like away and putting them all, do you know what I mean? Is that just me? I'll be really excited about doing it for about the first hour. Then after that, it's gonna be like, oh, this is such a slog. So all that being said, it's been a weird couple of days. Not weird, but it's just been a couple of days. Yesterday I had planned on coming on and actually doing a Friday Reads. I think I mentioned it earlier in the vlog that I was going to do Friday Reads this week. But life happened yesterday and I didn't get to it, so you didn't miss a video. If you watch the beginning of this one and you're like, I didn't see a Friday Reads, let me explain. So yesterday, I went to go pick up my husband from work. We were driving back, and I hit this brutal pothole, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, son of a gun. So I'm driving away, or I'm driving after that, because the potholes in Toronto are brutal. And I'm driving, and then I noticed the car started like wanting to like lean this way. And at first I thought, oh crap, did that screw up my alignment on my car because I hit it so hard, right? And we got to the apartment and parked the car because we were going to drop off a bunch of boxes that Garrett got from work for me to pack next week for, you know, the last few things for the move. And Garrett walks back out of the apartment, like we brought some of the boxes in, and he walks back to the car and he goes, there's a problem with your tire. And I went out and looked, and something had happened, and it was almost flat, like my front passenger tire. I was like, geez. So I called roadside assistance, and the guy came by super quick. He was there within a half an hour, and he pulled the little tire off, like my tire off, and we looked at it, and there was a screw like embedded in my tire. No idea where it came from. All I can think of is that pothole. Maybe there was something, they're doing construction in that area, so I don't know. But anyway, he says, do you want me to pop the screw out and fill, like, and I can fix the tire right here? I'm like, no, that's okay. Because I said to him, I'm like, how much are you going to charge me? And he told me, and it was going to be like double the amount or more that I would pay to have it done at a, like a place that does tires, and Canadian Tire here in Canada, which is where I took the car 2 weeks ago when I got a flat tire. So that's 2 now. Totally different tires, by the way, but that's 2 now. So anyway, he put the donut on it, and it was enough to get us back here. And then this morning, I took my mom's vehicle to take Garrett to work. And then as soon as I got back, we drove mine over to Canadian Tire, and they had it for like an hour. And they did the tire, they did the tire, and they did my oil change, so that's all good. So that's why I didn't do any videos last night. I was exhausted. We got home about 6:30ish, and Garrett finishes work at 3, so it was like stuff that we had not planned on. I just wanted to come home after that and sit because I was tired, and I'm like, oh, this is now costing me more money, to deal with and all those things. So it is what it is. So anyway, kind of my last little wrap up here for the vlog. I don't think this will be a terribly long vlog based on the amount of clips that I have, but I've been wrong before. So I have 4 books though to share with you guys that I finished over the last number of days. And then I have my knitting stuff I want to quickly share with you. Excuse me for reaching. My knitting stuff that I want to share with you guys really quickly. And after this, I have a fun little end clip. We got Goran, well, both cats, but mostly it's for Goran, a water fountain from Amazon. So I've got a picture of him, a little video of him. It's really, really cute because I was really worried he wasn't going to like it, but he does. So, yeah, so let's jump into it. So the 4 books that I finished, now I've got to try and remember the 4 of them. So the 2 today, I feel like I'm going to be forgetting a book, and that is horrible of me. So, you know what? Let me look. Let me look at my minis, what I wrote down, to see exactly which ones I have finished recently. Okay, that one I think I already talked about. Oh, that's the other one. No, wait, hold on. Yes, those are the 4. Okay. I just needed to look at the titles again to remember. So, part of the reason I'm glad I really do these. So, the first book that I finished, actually, you know what? I don't even know if this is the correct order that I finished them in. It doesn't matter. So the one that I finished was Pleasing Her Seal by Anne Marsh. This I ended up giving 3.5 stars. I read this one for the Amazing Race Challenge to read a book that had someone who was in the military. That was the prompt. And I always try and go to my want to read list on Goodreads to find books that fit these prompts instead of pulling new things onto my want to read list. So this is the second book in the Fantasy Island Seal series or something like that. Takes place on some little island. It sounds like it's near, is it Bali or something like that? And it's a SEAL team who's on this island, and they're hunting out like some sort of like mobster gangster kind of person. And on this island, there's a woman by the name of, his name is Mason. I believe, I want to say her name is Maggie, but I don't think I'm right on that one. Might have been Amelia. Sorry guys, this was like 3 books ago. And I did listen to this one on audio. It was part of the Audible romance package. This was actually a duo. So there was this book and another Blaze novel together. I didn't listen to the second one. I only listened to this one. So anyway, so she is a wedding blogger, and she just goes to a whole bunch of different weddings. She's been a bridesmaid, 2 or 3 dozen times, and thought it would be fun to start a blog. And then she lost her job, her corporate job. So now she's doing this, and she's being paid by the company to come to this resort to talk about it, called Fantasy Island, kind of an idea. It's for couples only, if that gives you an idea of what kind of a place it is. And the 2 of them end up meeting, and of course there's a relationship. It was super cute. I really, really liked it. For what it was, I really enjoyed it. And I was talking in my Jill Shalvis video about the Blaze novels and how much I love them. And one of my viewers pointed out to me that I didn't know this, but the Dare line that replaced the Blaze line is actually now being discontinued as of June 2021, as per information on Twitter. So we don't know how legitimate that is, but it is being discontinued. I just don't know the exact date. And I'm disappointed because, they got rid of the Blaze line to bring in this new line, and then this new line didn't do very good. So it's like, oh, bring back Blaze, please. I would love that. But anyway, yeah, this had the funny, like I was saying in that Jill Shalvis video, if you didn't see it, I was talking about the Blaze books that, yes, they do get very hot and spicy. But there's a great element of humor and, fun, and they're more lighthearted. These are not dark romances, which is what I think the Dare line was more pushed towards. And I really, really like this one a lot. I thought it was super cute. So I do recommend it if you enjoy those kinds of books. And like I said, it's the second in the series. I need to go back now and read the first one. So the next one that I finished was yesterday. I finished The Somerset Girls by Lori Foster. I really enjoyed this one. I believe I gave this one a 4-star. Super cute. This was a women's fiction novel about 2 sisters named Autumn and Ember. and they live in Kentucky. And this was a NetGalley read, so thank you very much to both the publisher and the author and NetGalley for sending me an e-art copy to review. I did read it as an ebook. I had to think about that for a second. And it was super cute. So it was, like I said, about these two sisters, and they run a farm for animals that don't have homes. So like, you know, like barnyard animals. So they have like 2 pigs and a half a dozen chickens, a sheep, a dog, some cats. You know, it's like a whole menagerie kind of an idea. But they also work together in a business where Autumn is a designer, an interior designer, and Ember builds things like playgrounds and, you know, sheds and all these things. So they actually work together in a way. And Autumn is the more conservative sister. She was burned in the past with an ex. She was engaged. And Ember, excuse me, is the more outgoing sister, flirty and, you know, wants to always have a good time. And it's essentially just about the two of them and how they navigate through the summer. Romance is involved. There's stuff dealing with their parents. Like I said, there is a romance in here, but this is very much a women's fiction novel. And I really, really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. The other thing that I really liked about this, and I didn't know, at the beginning of this book, Laurie Foster did like a letter to the reader kind of an idea. And in it, she talks about the fact that one of her books each year, she actually donates like some of the profits, I think, I could be reading this wrong, to a no-kill animal shelter, which I think is just awesome. So she's a big animal advocate. I really like her writing, and I do recommend this one absolutely if you want a great beach read, because this would be perfect for it. The next one that I finished today was another beachy type read, another story about sisters, and this was the Magnolia Sisters by Michelle Major. I've read before. She writes a lot for, or writes a lot for the Harlequin Special Edition line. And again, thank you to NetGalley, the publisher, and the author for sending me an e-art copy of this one to review. I did get this one, I did listen to this one on audio. Again, about sisters, but these are found sisters. So they are all 3 are half sisters. There's Avery, Carrie, and Madeline. And it takes place in this very small town in the Carolinas. And their mutual father has just passed away, and he's left them all property. And Carrie and Madeline lived together in the same town their whole lives and never even knew that they were half sisters. Whereas Avery has come from San Francisco. So the 3 of them, need to figure out how to work together and things like that. There's a very precocious little 6-year-old or 5-year-old in this story. There is a romance. I like this one too. I gave it 4 stars as well, but it would actually be just a little bit lower than the Somerset Girls. And that's because I found that even though it was supposed to be centered around all 3 sisters, I felt it focused mostly on Avery. Now, I did notice there's going to be a second book. So I'm hoping it's going to be another sister's, like more focusing on another sister. Do you know what I mean? So this one, I would say, would almost be more of a contemporary romance than it would be a women's fiction, and that's fine. You know, I'm not black and white classifying books that way. I kind of let you guys know what they are, just so you know going in. You know, if it's a thriller, I'm going to tell you it's a thriller. If it's got romance in it, I'm going to tell you guys that. But, you know, this one would straddle the line very, very much because of the amount of romance in it and because it focused more on Avery. Like, it also focuses on the 3 sisters and how they get along and things like that. But again, really, really enjoyable. I listened to this one on Scribd and I liked it quite a bit. So if you get a chance to check it out, I highly recommend it. And last but not least today, so I finished the Magnolia Sisters today, and I started and finished another audiobook today, and that is Hallow Be the Haunt by Heather Graham. This is book 22.5 in the Crew of Hunters series. So the reason I read this one is because it was the final challenge for the Pass the Parcel, and essentially on the last week, like every other week, you typically have about a week to finish the book. But for the last week, the call was made yesterday, and everybody, the first team to get it complete, like have everything complete, wins. So the prompt worked out very well. And it was read a book that's less than 300 pages or more than 100 pages, but it still has to be more than 100 pages. And this book came in at 129 pages. It was less than 4 hours on audio. So it was only 2 hours, at less than 2 hours at the speed that I listened to it at. It was cute. I liked it. We did not win. Unfortunately, my team did not win. I found that out just before I came up here to record. But that's okay. It was still fun. I still really enjoyed it. I am looking forward to participating in the next one. But yeah, so this one was about, what I liked about this novella and what I like about the novellas in the Crew of Hunters series is they don't focus on new characters. They focus on characters you've already met. And it's essentially just another case. For those of you who are new, who do not know, The Crew of Hunters is one of my favorite series, hands down. It's a paranormal romance series. It involves ghosts and things like that. And all of her novellas, like typically when you see series and romance series and they add in a novella, typically takes place over the winter holidays, Christmas or what have you. Whereas these ones always take place at Halloween, which I just think is delightful. So it's just before Halloween, and our two main characters, Jake and Ashley, who are characters from, I know he made his first appearance in the first book. I think his actual story, though, wasn't until book 4 or 5, and the two of them are now getting married. And there is a killer on the streets of New Orleans, and that's all I'm going to tell you. It's 129 pages long, you guys. Come on. You could jump into this one and just read it for what it is. You do not have to have read all the previous books, you know, nothing at all like that. It's just another case. So the Crew of Hunters are a paranormal investigations team run out of the FBI. As I always like to say, think the X-Files. But less aliens and more ghosts. So yeah, really, really enjoyable. I thought it was super cute. I gave it 3.5 stars. It's a novella. A novella really has to blow me away to really get above a 3.5 star, just because they are so short, but they are fun. An absolutely quick read. This one is available as part of the Audible Escape package. So if you're interested, give it a check out. So yeah. So guys, I finished, I think it was 7 books this week. So that's not too shabby. I'm at 15 books done for the month, and today's the 16th. So I'm still a book behind my book a day for May, but I'm hoping to catch up as, you know, this next week and stuff goes on. Today being the 15th, it is a bit of a sad day here. I've had a pretty emotional day. Today would have been my dad's 71st birthday. So, happy birthday, Dad. I miss you. And I wish we were all celebrating together. But yeah, so, sorry, I've been kind of doing this off and on. Not like a big sobbing cry, but just, I'm emotional today is what it is. So, anyway, I just wanted to say that. So, the first thing I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to open up all of my minis. Because I didn't do, obviously, and I'm still debating on exactly how I want to do this. I like doing the knitting. Like, I like doing the knitting part of it because I think a lot of you guys like seeing it. But I didn't want this to be primarily known as a knitting channel. This is a book channel. So I think I'm going to continue to include it at the end of these and go back to doing that again because I really like that. And because I'm only updating you guys when I actually finish books, I think I'm going to start doing Friday reads. So we shall see. But anyway, I have a bunch of these to open. 9 of them to be exact, because I recorded last Friday and then I ended up finishing on Saturday 2 books that would have been included in last week's vlog. So I'll open up those ones first. So we've got Causing Trouble in Texas by Dolores Fossen. This one was so cute. I really liked it. And here, this is from my friend Lynn. How do I know? Because of the way it was wound. My friend Lynn wraps her minis like this. She makes these little cardboard cutouts, and then she wraps the yarn on. It's quite ingenious, and I really, really like it. Thank you, Lynn. So that one's really pretty. I'm not sure at all what the colorway is or anything like that. And then the other one from last Saturday was Duke Most Wanted by, of course, Celeste Bradley. Enjoyed that one too. Oh, we've got another Christmas one from No Makers with Sparkle. That's really, really pretty, isn't it? Oh, I like that one a lot. Yay, that one will be fun. All right, let's put these over here. All right, so I've been using a secondary bag to put these in when I finish books, so I don't scramble at the end to try and find which ones I finished. So I'm just trying to see here if I get these in some sort of order of how they were finished. So I think the first book this week was Under the Alaskan Sky by Jennifer Snow, another NetGalley read. Really cute. I like that one. Oh, another one from Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. That one's really pretty, isn't it, you guys? Ooh, very. So she uses like cereal boxes and stuff like that. It's really ingenious. I really, really like it. Super awesome. So we got that one. And then I think, not in any particular order, Her Seafaring Scoundrel by Sophie Barnes. Ooh. Oh, look at that one, you guys. Isn't that a pretty Eastery, springy color? Very nice. Oh, that'll be lovely. And then I think it was This Is How I Lied by Heather Gudenkoff, another NetGalley. I had a lot of NetGalley this week, you guys. I think it was 4. 4 of the 7 books were NetGalley reads, so that's fantastic. So I have a lot of reviews to post up on NetGalley this week. And, oh, almost very much the same as the one I just showed. Okay, so this one is a little bit more pink and this one is more blue, but still very nice. I really like these Eastery type colors. I think they're so pretty. And then I think it was Pleasing Her Seal by Anne Marsh. A spicy, spicy book, takes place on an island with a Navy SEAL. What much? I don't think I need to say any more to convince you guys to read that book. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so I have a pair of socks in this. Wait till you see this knit up. This is my Alice colorway from Alice in Wonderland, and it's the blue, it's the white that you can see. This is self-striping, and then in the middle, which you can't see, is black. So, like I said, I have a pair of socks in this, and I love those socks. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take a picture of me wearing them, and I'll insert it at the end of the vlog so you guys can see the actual socks, because they're pretty spectacular. So yeah, so there's that one next. And then I finished The Somerset Girls by, of course, Lori Foster, who donates money to a no-kill shelter. Again, how can you not love this author? And we have, ooh, pretty. This one obviously came from a sock blank because it's all kinked up. But yeah, so there's that yarn. I'm going to be doing all the minis this week. I try and get all my minis added to the blanket before I work on any other knitting projects. So once I go back to work, it might just be all blanket all the time. Then, of course, the Magnolia Sisters by Michelle Major. Again, really enjoyed it. Another one from the lovely Lynn. Oh, I think this one might be... If any of my knitting friends are watching this, let me know. Is this Night Owl Fibers? Is this the pumpkin one? Is this Pumpkin Spice Latte? I think so. It's a colorway I want to get my own hands on to knit a pair of socks out of, so we shall see. And then last but not least, Hallow Be the Haunt by Heather Graham. Purple. Pretty purple. It's not that bright in my, it's more of like a lilac. But yeah, it's really, really showing up really bright in the camera. But yeah, so there we go, guys. 9 skeins of yarn. Holy moo cow. Holy moo cow. So, I'm sitting here on the floor. I will show you guys now my knitting. So I'm going to put these all in here. I don't know why I put them in any particular order because they go into the blanket randomly. So it just doesn't matter. So let me show you guys the blanket. Have I ever shown you this? This is my little, it's a little wooden bowl that's painted with a sheep on the inside. And it's got like little, I bought this at Rhinebeck 2 or 3 years ago for $2. It's $2 or $3. It's meant to hold like your jewelry. Like at the end of the day, you take your rings off and you like put it inside, right? But it's perfect to hold a mini. So when I'm knitting on my blanket, the mini sits perfectly in there. And unless I really give it a tug, it doesn't go flying. And I just love using it for that. So didn't know if I'd shown you guys that. Here's the blanket. I have no idea how many squares are in here. I will count next week and give you guys a total update. But where's the last one that I put in? Okay, there we go. So the last time I showed you guys, that was the last square that I had put in. So I've added that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So yeah, very pretty. Do I have, you know what, instead of me doing a picture of the socks, because I'm pretty sure I have that Alice yarn, there it is. I have the Alice yarn in here already. So that's what it looks like right there. This one looks like I'll probably get a bit more blue. But still, that's how it's striped. Maybe I'll still get a picture of the socks just because the socks are super awesome. But yeah, so there's the blanket. Now that I have my socks. Speaking of Alice, my Cheshire socks. So in the Alice in Wonderland bag, even though we've established that this is the Tim Burton's Cheshire cat, here are my Cheshire socks. So there's where... Really, yarn? It's all tangled. There's where I was last Friday when I showed you guys. So I've got this done and I got the heel in. So yay. So now just working up the leg. I probably won't get the leg done this week, but we shall see. But yeah, so I'm still really enjoying these. I love the way it's striping. even putting the heel in, the striping sequence isn't majorly impacted from what I can tell, you know? It still looks cool. So yeah, so there's that. And then last but not least, the baby sweater, which did not get finished this week, sadly. Hopefully, fingers crossed, next week, if not the week after. Luckily, I'm not on any kind of a time crunch for it. I mean, I am doing it for somebody, but she told me no rush, so that's good. But I did separate for the sleeves last night, which was very, very nice. So now it looks more like an actual sweater, sort of. So here we go. So this is Baby Sophisticate. I cannot remember who the designer is, but it's a free pattern on Ravelry. So there's the little sleeves. This is the 6 to 12 month size. And there's where I was last week. So this is what I got done. And it's like all, like I've gotten this done and, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'll get a lot more work done on it this week. And it's going to fly now because I have so few stitches on the needles that I just need to do the rest of the body and then do the sleeves, which are not very long, and then put on the button band around the front and the little collar. So it really shouldn't take too much longer. But yeah, so there we go. And this is being knit in Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. And I can't remember the colorway. Do I have a ball of it in here? Like one with the, yes, I do. Oh, no, here we go. So it's Wool of the Andes, and it's called Bluebird is the colorway. So there's the yarn thing. But anyway, guys, that's it. Okay, 25-minute clip. We end this on a longer clip, but that's okay. And yeah, so that's about all that I have this week, you guys. I'm going to film some videos tomorrow. I think I'm going to do an anticipated reads next week, and I might do, I'm going to do an anticipated reads and my ebook haul for May. What do you guys think? Or should I wait until June to do a May haul? What do you guys think? I have a print book haul, one clip film for that. I'm waiting for more books to come in. I'm going to wait till the tail end of next week and see, or even into the week after, to see if I get the books in. And depending on, I should have more, but stuff has been so delayed at the through the post office. I have a bunch of packages coming from Thrift Books that I have no idea where they are. And if it was just one package missing, I'd be worried, but it's like all of them. And we haven't had any mail delivery in like a week. And my aunt was saying the same thing, and she lives in the same neighborhood that we lived in. So I don't know where my books are. I have no idea. I don't know if I'm even ever going to get them, because I have to change our address with Canada Post, and they will forward on our mail, but it said something about not forwarding on packages, so I have no idea what's going to happen to them. So yeah, so I'm a little disappointed in that. Luckily, you know, if anything, they'll get sent back to the seller, and then I'll deal with that. But it could be 6 months down the road. Who the heck knows? So anyway, that's all I got. But like I said, I might do, so there will not be a print book haul this week. That'll probably come next week. But I might do the ebook haul this week. So let me know if you guys want to see that. And of course, an anticipated reads video. And then maybe the week after, I'll do my Harlequin anticipated reads and my print book haul. I think that's how I'll do it. But definitely a Friday reads next week as well. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys. Goran enjoying his new cat fountain that we got off of Amazon. He used to have a tap. We used to leave the bathroom tub dripping just a little bit for him at the old place, because he likes the cold water. But we obviously can't do that here, and I don't like doing it anyway because of, you know, water waste. But we found this on Amazon, and he really seems to like it. It's super cute, and it comes with a filter and everything, and clearly he enjoys it. So yay for a good purchase from Amazon.